The jungle of Krasli thrummed with primal life, its air heavy with the scent of damp earth, blooming vines, and the faint musk of unseen beasts. Krasli's twin suns pierced the canopy, casting dappled gold across the forest floor, where shadows danced like specters. Lyra crouched low, her blue-gray skin blending with the undergrowth, her dark blue hair bound in a tight braid. At 16, she moved with her mother Ayatu's grace, her hybrid frame lean and honed by years in Dawa's wilds. Her black eyes, sharp as obsidian, scanned every rustle, her senses a taut bowstring. In her hands she gripped an iron vine bow, its curve a gift from her mother, its weight a promise. Today, Lyra hunted not for food or glory, but to prove herself, to etch her name in a world that whispered, half Kras, half Argobian, wholly other. Her quarry was the Zendo, a beast smaller than the Shalok her mother had slain, but no less deadly. Knee-high, it sprinted on two powerful legs, its sleek body armored in quills, vivid reds, blues, and yellows that shimmered like a warning flame. Its beak, sharp as a forged blade, could snap bone, and its speed made it a ghost in the jungle's tangle. Dawa's hunters shunned Zendos. Their quills were prized for tools and ornaments, but their agility was a gambler's curse. To Lyra, the Zendo was a mirror, restless, fierce, misunderstood. This hunt was her test, her claim to a place in Dawa's heart. She'd slipped away at dawn, Dawa's hum fading behind her. Ayatu was buried in council duties, rallying tribes against Argov's shadow, while Cheded tinkered with salvaged tech from the Forbidden Grounds. Lyra told no one. She craved no warnings, no worried glances. This was hers alone. The jungle was her kin, its rhythms pulsing with her heartbeat, yet today it thrummed with menace, as if the vines themselves whispered caution. She moved silently, bare feet soft on mossy earth, her bow slung across her back. A faint, musky tang hung in the air. The Zendo's trail, sharp and fresh. Hours bled away, the sun's climbing, sweat beading on her brow. Lyra's patience, honed by Ayatu's teachings, was her strength. She tracked broken twigs, claw-scratched bark, and faint quill marks in the mud, her senses weaving with the jungle's chorus, birdsong, insect drones, the distant roar of a waterfall. A sudden snap froze her, heart pounding. She dropped behind a gnarled root, its thorns grazing her skin. Ahead, in a sunlit clearing, the Zendo stood, its quills a blaze of color as it tore at a cluster of glowing berries, oblivious. Its beak glinted, wickedly sharp, its yellow eyes darting. Lyra's breath steadied, her hands sure, as she nocked an arrow, its fletching brushed with calming herbs. A trick from her mother. The Zendo's speed was its shield. She'd have one shot before it vanished. Her eyes locked on its flank, where quills parted to reveal softer scales. A fragile target. The jungle held its breath. She drew the bowstring, her hybrid strength a fusion of Kras stamina and Obibian precision. The Zendo's head snapped up, sensing her. Too late. Her arrow hissed through the air, striking its side. The beast screeched, a piercing wail that sent birds scattering and bolted, quills flaring as it zigzagged into the trees. Lyra cursed, already sprinting. The chase ignited her veins, the jungle blurring as she leaped roots and ducked vines. Her movements a dancer's grace honed by years of survival. The Zendo was a streak of color, but she was relentless, her Kras blood fueling her endurance, her Argobian focus narrowing the world to its vibrant trail. A low branch loomed. She vaulted it, landing lightly, her eyes never wavering. The ground grew treacherous, slick with mud from a recent rain, and the air thickened, heavy with the scent of an approaching storm. The Zendo darted toward a ravine, its quills snagging on vines, slowing it just enough. Lyra skidded to a halt, knocking another arrow. The creature spun, beak snapping, eyes wild with fury. Time stretched, Ayatu's voice echoed. The jungle tests you, Lyra. Trust your heart, not just your aim. She exhaled, loosed the arrow. It grazed the Zendo's neck, drawing blood but missing the kill. The beast screeched, lunging toward the ravine's edge, where the ground dropped into a mist-shrouded chasm. Lyra's heart raced. She couldn't lose it now. She sprinted after it, the jungle's edge giving way to a rocky outcrop. The Zendo teetered, its claws scrabbling on loose stone. Below, the ravine yawned, its depths alive with the roar of a hidden river. Lyra drew her blade, a quill-forged dagger ready to end the hunt. But the ground trembled. A low growl shook the air, not from the Zendo, but something larger? A Shalok emerged from the mist, its 6 legs churning, venomous claws gleaming. Its massive form dwarfed the Zendo, its eyes locked on Lyra. The Zendo froze, caught between predator and hunter. Lyra's breath caught, her mother's tales of Shalok hunts flashing through her mind. This was no longer just a test, it was survival. Lyra stood frozen on the ravine's edge, her quill-forged dagger clutched tight, the Shalok's guttural growl vibrating through her bones. The Zendo, quills flared in panic, darted sideways, its wounded flank trailing blood. Krasley's twin sons hung heavy, their light glinting off the Shalok's venomous claws, each as long as Lyra's arm. The beast's 6 legs shifted, its bulk blocking her path back to the jungle. Behind her, the ravine's misty depths roared, a fall that promised death. Her hunt had turned into a crucible, the jungle testing her as it once tested Ayatu. She backed slowly, her black eyes flicking between the Shalok and the Zendo. The smaller beast, sensing its chance, bolted toward a cluster of vines, but the Shalok lunged, its claws slashing. The Zendo screeched, quills scattering as it tumbled, alive but dazed. Lyra seized the moment, knocking an arrow with trembling hands. Her mother's voice rang again. The jungle gives, and it takes. Choose your fight. The Shalok's eyes locked on her, ignoring the Zendo. Lyra fired, the arrow striking its shoulder, lodging in thick hide but not slowing it. The beast roared, charging. Lyra dove, rolling across jagged rocks, pain flaring as a stone cut her knee. She scrambled up, her bow lost in the tumble, her dagger her only weapon. The Shalok's claws raked the air where she'd stood, its bulk shaking the outcrop. The Zendo, still alive, darted for the ravine's edge, its quills catching the wind. Lyra's heart screamed to finish her hunt, but survival took precedence. She sprinted after the Zendo, toward a narrow ledge overhanging the chasm. The Shalok pursued, its claws cracking stone. Lyra's foot slipped on loose gravel, her body teetering. Below, the river roared, its spray cold against her skin. She caught a vine, its thorns biting her palm, and swung onto the ledge, her breath ragged. The Zendo was cornered, its quills drooping, blood seeping from its wounds. Lyra raised her dagger, ready to end it, but the Shalok's shadow loomed. She spun, slashing wildly, the blade grazing the beast's claw. It recoiled, giving her a heartbeat to act. She grabbed a loose quill from the Zendo's scatter, its venom-tipped edge gleaming, and hurled it at the Shalok's eye. The beast roared, staggering back, momentarily blinded. Lyra turned to the Zendo, her dagger flashing. The creature's beak snapped, but it was too weak. Her blade found its neck, and it collapsed, its colors fading. She knelt, whispering a crass prayer. "Thank you. Your strength serves Dawa." Her hands worked fast, harvesting quills in the beak, her trophy earned through blood and fire. The Shalok recovered, its roar shaking the ledge. Lyra scrambled back, clutching her prizes, and leaped for a vine dangling over the ravine. The stone crumbled under the Shalok's weight, and it plummeted, its scream swallowed by the river below. Lyra clung to the vine, her heart pounding, the jungle's pulse her own. A rustle broke her relief. She spun, dagger raised, as Zara emerged from the trees, her pale Argobian face tense. "Lyra, damn it, you're reckless," she said, her stolen pulse rifle slung across her back. "I saw you slip out. Nice kill, but a Shalok. You're lucky to be alive." Lyra's chest heaved, triumph and exhaustion warring. "I had to," she said, holding up the Zendo's beak. "For me, for Dawa." Zara's eyes softened, a flicker of respect. "You've got Ayatu's fire, but the jungle's not the only fight. Argob's ships are moving. Rin's scouts saw them near Vrenka." Lyra's jaw tightened, the beak heavy in her hand. "Then we arm Dawa with this," she said, gesturing to the quills, "and we fight." As they trekked back, the jungle's song returned, fierce and alive. Lyra's hunt had forged her, its dangers a mirror to the war ahead. Argab's shadow loomed, and whispers of Godia's archers stirred. Friend or foe, she couldn't yet know, but her heart burned, a spark of Dawa's fire, ready to face whatever came.